Welcome back. This is Opera SM doing a playthrough with the top node, Thousand Year Storm Extra Turns deck. So again, this is a quick review of the deck. Thousand Year Storm and Stitch in Time. Thousand Year Storm will make copies of everything. What you'll want to do is cast 2 spells before the Thousand Year Storms and hopefully have a second Thousand Year Storm to just start logging up a bunch of extra turns. And then eventually win and meet the win conditions. So let's take a look at this here. Oh, let's swap to a different deck. So here we'll go up here and play it. So on this node we'll need to have 20 or more cards in your opponent's graveyard at the end, and then cast 3 or more artifact supports during a single fight. So we have Witching Well in there as the artifact support. And then again, as I mentioned in the primer video for all of them, Thousand Year Storm is an enchantment. So every time we cast a non-copy spell, it's going to reinforce that, which will add shields and then mill cards into our opponent's library. So that should not be an issue to do at all. So let's see. Oh, great. We start with a Thousand Year Storm and Finale of Revelation in hand, which is wonderful. So we'll probably charge the finale first to try to draw into more Stitch in Times and some other cards. Let's just check the mana gains real quick. I believe Broken has +3 to all his colors and then -1 to the others. Yep, so we don't want to give him blue, red, or green. And then we get +4 to red and black and +3 to green. Or +3 to blue, and then -2 to white and green. So, alright, what can we do? We can get blue match down at the bottom, which is good. Make sure we don't give him something too good here either, because we need to make sure we net positive mana gain. So he's going to get some green up on top, possibly, if we do this match. But I still think that's probably our best move here, so let's just do that for now. Not going to cast Finale until we get a lot more cards off of it. Alright, there's a Witching Well. Probably just don't want that now. I'm just going to get rid of it here. So let's see. Unfortunately, we have pretty poopy draws here that we can do. So let's see, there's green we can get, which only gets us 1 mana, but it does take something away from the opponent. So maybe that is the play. What else can we do? We could get some loyalty over on the left, which is not the worst. But then we still give him a green match. Yeah, it just doesn't come out very well anyway we do this. Let's go ahead and do this for a green. Oh, got some white. Good. Alright, we're not going to cast Finale of Revelation yet. We got an extra swap, but now we will. We can get blue matches here, which will get us enough, and then start charging there and see what we draw into. Just making sure I don't see anything better than those blue matches. And I don't, so we'll take that. Great, and we got some black too. That's great. Alright, another Thousand Year Storm. We'll probably exile that. Great. We have a Stitch, and we have a Discovery. Another Finale of Revelation. This is great. So we're off to a wonderful start. Now we also have +4 mana bonus on the blue color as well. So we're going to get rid of this Thousand Year Storm because it has less mana than the other one. We want to make sure we get the Stitch cast in hand, and then we're going to want Discovery. So how we're going to want to sequence this when we go off is have Discovery, then Notion Thief, because we want more copies of Discovery on top so we don't take as much damage from Notion Thief, or Notion Rain, excuse me, and then Stitch. So those will be the 4 that we cast on a turn. We're going to wait for a bit until we draw into another Stitch, most likely, unless we're in trouble. Because if you have a second Stitch lined up in your hand, it is much easier to start sequencing off spells, as we'll see, and then hold the other stitch fully charged or almost fully charged in hand, and then you can just cast that for another 4 copied spells in addition to the normal one, so you have quite a few spells to then start loading up. I'm just going to charge the stitch first. Let's see, we've got blue here, which is great. We'll probably just take the 4 blue, but what else can we do? We could get black in the 3rd row. We could take 3 blue and then maybe get a white, but we're just going to take the 4 blue for now. Got green, so he's getting close to something, so that's a little scary. Actually, what I probably should have done instead of that stitch is start digging for another stitch, actually. So we're just going to start doing that. Let's see, we can get some black mana here, which is good. We can get black in several different ways. Is there any way we can get stuff in addition to that black? I don't think so. Again, I'm going to try not to take forever here thinking to not make this a boring video. So if we want to take it in the 3rd row or the 5th column here. I don't know if it makes a huge difference. Actually, we're going to do this one because that doesn't give him a set up a red, which is one of his strong colors. So let's see, we're going to, I'm wondering if I want the Avaricious Dragon or not. I don't think I want the Finale of Revelation. I think I'd rather just start taking more stuff to surveil into other things. So let's see what we can get. Not the best here, but we'll keep digging. But those are cards that we're not drawing into, which is why Surveil is so great. So he has his own Avaricious Dragon now, so he's going to start being obnoxious to us. And we do have a little bit of a clock, so we're going to, let's see, we're going to exile this talent here. And let's see, we can get red plus black. That's really good. Let's do that for now. Great. Good. And then we have another stitch. So we're not going to cast the other Notion Rain because we want to keep that charged in hand, and we just need to charge up the other stitch. Uh-oh, he's getting some big matches. So let's see what he has here. What's that support? Oh, Cindervines. Boo, this guy's a jerk. Yep, so this is a situation that I had previously. So what we're going to have to do to get around this Cindervines is we're going to have to set up a situation where we get a second, where we have a second Thousand Year Storm in hand. We're also going to get out Avaricious Dragon, and it might actually be possible for us to match that away a little bit if we get our own Avaricious Dragon down on the board. So we haven't taken too much damage yet, so probably what I'll try to do is destroy his Avaricious Dragon, and then let's see, what's the top loyalty ability again? Well, that might have been dumb. I was meant to just click to read it, but I ended up activating it. But whenever your opponent activates a loyalty ability or Vanguard ability, gain 2. So well, hopefully that won't bite us in the butt for not killing his guy. But what we can also do is we can just maybe even kill it with a beacon bolt or something. But all right, so we're going to start charging our Avaricious Dragon. And see what we can do here. We can get a blue match, which will give us some mana. We can get black matches, but I think we prefer blue over black because he also gets lots more mana off of blue. So I think that's what we're going to do here. All right, what's this other support that he has here? Midnight Clock. All right, so this is getting a little dicey here. So we need to get our dragon out, and then let's see, we can get a black plus, so no, not black plus a blue, because that's an indestructible gem. So we're probably going to do a white plus a blue here to get our Avaricious Dragon out, and then we need to start comboing off pretty soon before we start taking too much damage. But we really, really want to. That was good though for some mana here. So hopefully he does not kill our dragon. Matching away his support a little bit, which is not the worst. Uh-oh. Okay, he's getting a lot of stuff out, so we may be in a tough spot here. Let's see what else he got out. Mox Tanamount. Let's see if it has 3 or less shields, transform it. And then what's this one? Fabled Passage, so he's going to get another land. All right, so we basically have our combo ready to go off, but we really, really need another 1,000-Year Storm. In order to get around this Cindervines. So I don't want to take too much damage, so what I really need to do is destroy his creature. So I need to, hopefully that extra damage might actually make a huge amount of difference, because I'm going to have to take damage casting spells with this Cindervines. This is actually a really interesting game to look at. Sorry, this is going to be a long video. I want to make sure I don't screw up here as we're waiting. So whenever this support's on the board, when your opponent casts a spell or a support, deal 2 damage to your opposing planeswalkers. So something like Notion Rain is not going to be very good here, because we need to make sure that we don't take much damage. At the same time, though, I really need to find another 1,000-Year Storm in order to not die, but I should be able to find that as I'm going through this combo. So I'm wondering if I want to start going off here with this combo, or I need to dig into another 1,000-Year Storm first. It's a calculated risk, but I'm going to be taking 4 every time I do a Notion Thief here. But I think I need to start drawing, though, into things to have a chance. And so let's see, if I'm going to sequence that, I'm going to do 1,000-Year Storm. Notion Thief is what I would normally do, but it's going to deal me some extra damage, which I'm not sure that's what I want right now. But I may just need to start taking a risk. And let's see how many gems he has of his color on the board. Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so hitting Cindervines might be tough here. But let's see if it's correct to start trying to go off here now or not. So we have this and that. Yeah, so maybe we just get rid of this Words of Warning. And yeah, I think we start going off. We need to bank up extra turns. Let's see how many blues and reds we have here. Not a ton, but I think I have to start trying to go off here, or else I'm in trouble. Yep, so let's give it a shot here. And let's see what else he has. He had Fabled Passage, which will give him another land, and Mox Tandem out. But if I keep taking more damage, I'm going to be in bad shape. So let's start trying to go off here and see what we can do. How much mana does Stitch has? Stitch needs 6. So can I get 6? Yes. What I can do is do a black match on top, which will get me Stitch fully charged, which is great, and it also takes a charge off of that support. So we'll start going here. Again, this Notion Rain is not the best here for making this work. Let's look at the secondaries again too. I need to cast artifact supports. So what I may end up doing is, we'll see. I may just have to, if worst push comes to shove, what I may just have to do is make sure I win this match and not lose it, and then not maybe meet all the secondaries. But hopefully I should be able to, with careful planning, get around this Cindervines. Let's see. I don't think it matters too much what we're going to get rid of here, because I want to take the Discovery. And what I may actually end up doing, so I don't take as much damage, is... Ooh, there's a Witching Well. That's an interesting choice. So what I could do is just grab that Witching Well now and draw an extra card, which I think I'm going to do. And that was really stupid, because what I should have done is taken the... we're not going to cast these Notion Rains. What I should have done probably is taken... Well, yeah, this is striking out big time, because what I needed, I thought I did. I thought I had a... What I thought I did is I thought I had a Discovery that I was getting, but I'm maybe was not paying much attention here, being a little tired and careless, which is unfortunate. So extra swaps here. I only have 2 left, so what I need to do though is make sure that I draw into something. I have not used my first loyalty ability yet, so that would be able to draw me some cards, which is not bad. I'm wondering how many Notion Rains, because I don't want to cast these too much. But I need to also make sure that I draw into another draw spell here. This is a little risky, but what I'm going to do here is do the Stitch first to make sure that I have some extra swaps and a little bit of spare stuff that I can do as needed. If I do this white swap here, then I'll have a black swap ready later, which is good. Good, I got quite a bit of mana, so at least we're there for that. So we're getting Stitches on the board, so we're going to have extra swaps, but I'm taking damage for each of these extra swaps. So I need to be careful, but I have to stockpile these extra swaps, so... Not going to Beacon Bolt him. So how many extra swaps am I up to now? I'm up to 6. So if I cast this Stitch, I'm going to go... up to quite a bit more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. And some black as well. So what are his supports again? Tantamount, Midnight Clock. Okay, his loyalty abilities. I may need to use the top abilities, so I need to be careful there, but what I need to do is just stitch now and bank up some extra turns. I don't need any mana, so what I might do here is just take a junky other swap off the board so it leaves me with something better later. So what I could do, for instance, is take, let's see, what's this guy? This is loyalty, so I don't want to kill my own support. But what I could do is just take a loyalty match or something for me, though I want to keep that blue match on top in case I need it. So there's really no junky matches for me to take here either. This is a testing match here. Yeah, so what I may actually do is just take the blue swap here, because then it leaves some red stuff up there higher a little bit. Great, and again, I am taking quite a bit of damage off this Cindervines, and I need to start destroying it with some draw spells soon, or else I'm going to be dead. So, but the first step is to bank up some extra turns. I do have a Beacon Bolt charged enough, so my backup plan, if I'm just going to die, is to just Beacon Bolt out the opponent. It's not time for that yet, but I can still make sure I can win the game if need be. Again, Notion Rain is going to deal me quite a bit of damage, but I need to start doing something to try to make sure that I don't lose this game, and I need to draw into a... Oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Finale of Revelation, though, might actually be just the sort of thing that I'm looking for here, because it's going to draw me a lot of cards to kill a lot of his stuff on the board, and it's going to hopefully kill a bunch of his gems. I need to kill this. Not quite yet. I need to kill his Cindervines, but I need to find my own second Thousand-Year Storm first. This is a really cool match. I'm feeling the sweat, and I took a lot of early damage, which was maybe not the smartest. Again, hitting that loyalty ability incorrectly and taking the extra, I don't know if it was 16, 24 from their dragon, hurts a lot. Let's see, so I need to get 7 mana here, which I can do. I can get black mana. I can also get blue mana. And I have 10 extra swaps. I need to also, this is a tough balancing act, because I also need to get stuff to get extra swaps. Let's see, I guess I want to default to destroying black mana, I think, because I'd rather keep blue on the board in case I can get some extra swaps off of it. I want to destroy his gems as well, so maybe I take this middle row match. Yes, and then if I do that, then I could get white matches if I need them later, but I don't know if that's the best. maybe I want to try to convert this indestructible gem on the bottom into a different color. I don't know. This game's hard. All right. I'll just do that for now. Draw into some stuff. Good. I did draw into a stitch, which is good. I need to be careful though, because this might actually start to auto cast some of my stuff, which is tricky. Good. Done 1 damage to Cindervines. Another one, but Cindervines is also damaging me too. I forgot that that was the case. Ugh, and it is going to auto cast some of these spells that I had, which is tough. I'm not going to cast the Discovery right now. Right down to 54. Not now on the Beacon Bolt. Not now on the other Beacon Bolt. Or the other. So let's see. We've got a lot of spells in the graveyard. We have 41, so that can be our backup. But we need to have another 1,000-Year Storm, which we want to freeze in our hand. Because we need that to cast after we've killed their Cindervines. So again, this is a little bit of a tricky spot because Cindervines, when this support loses a shield, I take 2 damage. So what I need to do, I think, is cast another Finale of Revelation, because I would normally want to be milling away a bunch of stuff. I want to cast the minimum number of spells possible. So Finale of Revelation, and then we want to charge up the 1,000-Year Storm. How many extra swaps do we have right now? We have 11 extra swaps. So I'm wondering if drawing 1 more extra card is actually what I want to do. Over a stitch. That seems really weird because you almost always want to cast extra stitches, but in this situation we really need to not cast extra spells. That is very intriguing. Let me think a little bit here. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. This is tough. We have 11 extra swaps. We are going to kill the Cindervine before those extra swaps take place. So this may be crazy, but I'm thinking getting rid of the stitch is actually the right play to do here, just to be able to draw 1 more extra card to kill his stuff, because I need to minimize the number of spells I cast. This is a cool game. If I lose this, it's on me for taking some early extra damage and not really remembering that Cindervines also dealt me damage when he destroyed it, or when I take a shield off of each of it. But let's see. So we can, in 2 swaps, I think, get, yes, Finale of Revelation up to 12, because it only, or 14, it only needs to go up to 11 to get the bonuses. And the fact that we're getting extra blue mana bonuses off of that is great. That can start to make a difference here. Let's see. Does it make a difference which of these we do? Maybe, because let's do that to get reds closer to each other. Oh, great. Did it all in 1 swap, which is wonderful. Great. hit another one of his things. If we can hit this shield off here, this is huge. Yes. All right. Just need a couple more. You can get it. All right, not casting spells. No beacon bolts. All right. Okay. What else can we do here? Ooh, this is good, because what we can actually do, we have 10 swaps left. Yes. So what I can do here, this is a cool situation. Oh, I can't take a screenshot of it. I was going to take a screenshot of what would you do here with 10 swaps left. How do we deal with this? I think what I want to do is I want to take the middle row, take the 3 green, which will then take 3 loyalty, and then I have the red set up, so then I can swap the red and the black to kill one more Cindervine, and then let's see, so avaricious, yeah, so then that would be a take 3 green and 3 loyalty, and then I swap red, match a red to get 1 more loyalty, and then or to get 1 shield off of the Cindervines, and then I can do the other red above it to get another shield off. So I'm getting really low on life there then, though. But then at least it kills the Cindervines. But then my 1,000-year storm is going to be gone, and I need to have more stitches. Ooh. Gross. Yeah, and I do not have a stitch right now, which could be a big problem. But then I could hopefully draw into it. Is that the plan that I'm playing? The other thing to look at is what are the secondaries. I just need to hit 2 more supports. Artifact supports. I have 1 more in hand. And I do have... Yeah, that was the other part. I forgot about this. In order to set it up, I needed to have some extra stitches in hand, and me voluntarily dumping that stitch was not the right move. But these are complex games, so we're just figuring out ways to make it happen. All right, so let's see. I have Notion Rain and Talent of the Telepath. So let's see, I have 10 swaps now. I'm going to make 1 swap, another swap, another swap. I'll be down to 7. So then after that, I will have spells that I can cast to get into some other things. Hopefully we're going to do talent. God, this is tough. Well, let's do what I know I need to do first, at least, though. Which is get rid of this Cindervines. Yeah, I'm also maybe dubious. It's like 4 in the morning here, so playing this now, well, my brain is not at the best capacity, is my own fault. But hopefully we can pull this sucker out. All right. So, actually, the finale of Revelation is going to be great after I do the Notion Rain and the Talent of the Telepath. So what I might actually do is put Talent of the Telepath first, so I don't get as many copies of Notion Rain, which is going to hurt me. So there, let's kill 1 off, down to 46. That's something that can be annoying about this deck too, is all these beacon bolts storing up if you have to exile stuff from your hand. But it also means kind of inevitability. Again, if I was going to lose this game, what I would just do is bolt the... was about to say something I maybe shouldn't on video. Bolt the heck out of the opponent. All right. Cindervines. I have 8 extra swaps, so I'm going to have 7 extra swaps after I make this match. So what I can do is I make the match. It will destroy the opposing artifact or enchantment. So then I can cast my 1,000-Year Storm, my other spells. So what I want to do is cast a Witching Well as well, because that will be one more support that I have and me drawing into something. And then I'm going to have most of Finale charged as well too. So I should hopefully be able to draw into a Stitch. And again, me exiling that Stitch hopefully won't come to bite me in the butt here. But yeah, let's give it a go here. So if I did this right, this should be what we want to happen. And actually, I am high enough on life right now after this that I'm not as worried about casting 1 Notion Rain, and I'd rather get more extra copies of Notion Rain. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Great. Kills my support. Oh, so sad. Notion Rain. Yes, we want to cast a Notion Rain. And let's see, Witching Well, I'm not as worried about that now. Well, actually what I can do is I don't have to combo off. What I can do is just cast the 3rd Witching Well and just bolt the shit out of him. Okay, turning off the filter. All right, yeah, so let's do that. Talent, and we'll grab another talent, which is awesome. Notion Rain copies are fine. Great, and there's our Stitch. So we're home free. We'll still need to cast it in these extra turns, but that's okay. Taking a bit of extra damage, but we're out of the woods with that Cindervine off the board. So again, we were in a tough situation, but if you take enough time to think about it, and I like to think, even if I'm tired, this deck has some tools. And again, this is why Avaricious Dragon can be so awesome, is that it can be a great big creature. It can be something that can kill opposing supports. It can be something that denies your opponent mana. As you've seen, it gives us a bunch of mana when it's destroying gems on the board as well. So it can do a ton of great stuff. We're just drawing some extra cards to get some extra mana. Great. Got some Stitches coming along. Getting some extra turns. This is awesome. Yeah. Can't remember what's left in my hand. You want to make sure you never end up with no extra draw effects, because that's a way you can actually voluntarily end the loop yourself, or involuntarily when you stupidly do it. So I know I have enough extra turns now, so making sure I have an extra turn effect or a draw effect bank so I can continue finding more extra turns is very important. So don't I've done it before in testing, and I'm pretty good about not doing it now, but make sure if you're playing this deck, do not leave yourself at the end of the turn with no way to get extra cards back into your hand where you feel a little foolish. Alright, so these are all our Beacon Bolt copies. I believe now we have cast 3 of our artifacts, so now what we can do is just... Yes, so they have 77 cards in their graveyard. We have cast 3 or more artifact supports during a single fight. And now what we're going to do is just cast these Beacon Bolts in our graveyard to kill the heck out of Greg. Let's see, I think with what's on the board, if we have a red swap, yeah, we should be able to, right? Oh no, it's not quite enough mana. It doesn't really matter. We'll get a blue swap, get some extra turns before we go to kill him, just to be safe. Again, it doesn't really matter, but so our extra turns will go, and then we'll have 4 slots in our hand left. We'll cast a Beacon Bolt on Greg, and then take him out. Wow, this was a cool match. These are usually not that tough, but Cindervines specifically is a very interesting card to play around. But as we've learned, you just have to sequence it right and be careful. I'm really glad our exiling that Stitch from hand didn't come back to bite us, but was kind of calculated when I was doing it that I thought we'd find another one, and we did. But I forgot that you have to have another Stitch to get going. Again, eventually. So, alright, we'll Beacon Bolt his face, and then we can Beacon Bolt his face again. I'm not sure if it's one of the copied Beacon Bolts we're doing right now or not, but we have so many other Beacon Bolts in the graveyard, it doesn't matter. But sometimes you want to be careful if you only have a limited number of Beacon Bolts in the graveyard. I'm going to double check that we have all these conditions again. Yes, we do. Boom, took out Greg. We're at 36 life, but we did it. Wow. That was an awesome game. Again, I should have played more tightly at times, and we pulled it out, and I'm proud that we pulled that out. But you can also learn a lot. My misclick on the loyalty ability to not kill his avaricious dragon gave us at least 16, maybe 24 damage. I'm trying to remember extra damage, and that could have made the difference if the draws had been different. About finding getting to draw enough to actually not take too much damage. So little margins, little decisions make a difference. You have to set yourself up to try to play to the odds to win. So we pulled it out. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully the next match will not be that testing. That was good. I feel good about winning that, but that's a little nerve-wracking. But all right, take care, guys. We win, gals, and friends of this. If you're interested in joining FTA, our coalition, on Slack, let us know in the chat. We can invite you, goblinpile@gmail.com or from the ashes FTA@gmail.com, and we can give you an invite to our Slack. All right, take care.